Hey, good evening, and welcome to another episode of Off the Dribble, presented and powered by the Warner Robins All Stars. I'm Coach KP. We're joined by the team today, Coach Tat,
What up? What up?
Coach Charles G.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. How y'all fellas doing? Tat, I told you, seem like I ain't seen you about 5 years, man.
Man, listen, it's been crazy, man. Just trying to get everything in motion, man. Ending football season this week. Middle school got the championship game. We're in the championship game. Then right after that we turn around. We play that game on Thursday.
Right.
Turn around on Monday. Basketball starts. High school basketball. So been having some of the workouts. The 4-on-1s, 4 kids, 1 coach. Been doing some of that stuff and trying to plan for next summer, teams wise and schedule, man. It's just been a lot. But I mean, up for the task, man. You know me. Ain't no complaint. We just get it done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Coach G, what about you, man?
Oh man, you know me, man. I've been chilling, man. So I had my retirement ceremony this past weekend. So
yeah, congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
Appreciate that, man. So family
retirement from what, man?
Huh?
Retirement from what?
Air Force retirement.
How many years, brother?
21 years. 21 years of service, man. And you know what I'm saying? Family and friends came, showed up, showed out. It's kind of different during COVID times, of course. Only have so many people in there.
Right.
Family couldn't travel due to health issues and things like that. But we live streamed it. It was a good deal, man. So I've been smoking cigars and having a little something for the last week. So,
hey, congratulations, man. That's big, brother.
Appreciate it.
Finally over the hump, man. You my role model. I need to get there.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, boy. Now, hey, now I can have more. Now I can have more help with this thing, with all this other stuff. Got a retired guy.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey,
with it.
The producer's up for it, Tax. So just give it to him.
Hey, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Hey, so there's been a lot going on, man. A lot of good things happening. Like you said, Tack, kind of behind the scenes, just trying to gear up for the upcoming summer, the upcoming basketball season, high school, middle school, whatever the case may be, making sure we're putting kids in a good position to move forward, man. So, hopefully everything pans out, works out, and we're going to move the way we need to move. So the all-star way.
Yes,
before I get started, definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsors, KPB Designs, Hype South Media, Hype South Skills Lab, 619 Training. As always, man, we appreciate you guys' support and everything we do as far as putting the show on and being there for us. So again, viewers, this is a special show today. We need you to lock in. We need you to comment. We need you to ask questions. We need you to be on top of what you need to be on top of. So the platform for today's show is kind of different than what we're normally here for. Normally, we're talking basketball and the game and growing the sport of basketball. Today, we're talking politics, right? So our guest today, Miss Angela Anderson, is running for Superior Court Clerk. Charles, let's go ahead and bring her to the stage. Miss Angela, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, we appreciate you being on the show to kind of inform our viewers about what's going on out there and why it's important to have representation in these offices out here, whatever the case may be. And we're definitely going to specifically talk about, the office that you're running for, the position that you're running for. And hopefully our viewers chime in and ask questions so, so they understand exactly what the importance is.
Thank you for having me.
Right. So I don't know if I said it initially, but you're running for a Houston County Superior Court Clerk?
That's correct.
Okay. A big point that we're going to go ahead and get out of the way now. You are a Northside high school graduate, a Screaming Eagle, if I'm saying it right, correct?
That is correct. But you left off the best high school in Houston County.
All right, man, we'll get it straight.
Oh. That's one of the reasons I had this on today.
Touch the nerve.
Hey, that old rocking on right there.
Hey.
But hey, now I'm gonna let you have it today, Mr. Angela, because your Falcons won, and I didn't have a chance to give you the devil today. You get y'all got a chance to give it all to me today, because I can't say Skins no more, but my Washington football team lost, and I hate that. But I mean, we won in 5, so whatever. What they expect. That's all right. I'm gonna get y'all back next week, because Raheem Morris ain't gonna get it done, and I'll be back picking next week.
Hey, so Ms. Anderson, what I'm gonna do, just quickly, kind of run down your resume. And as always, if I leave something out or whatever the case may be, correct me on the spot. We want to make sure people know who you are and what you're doing.
Okay.
All right. So clear results testing, owner and operator since 2014.
Correct.
Houston County Superior Court Judicial Assistant since 2007. And you also served as the Houston County District Attorney Office Legal Assistant from 2005 to 2007.
Yes.
And you serve on the board of directors for the Family Promise of Houston County.
Yes.
Did I leave anything out?
No, that's basically it. I was born and raised here in Houston County. I have 2 daughters, and that's about it.
Okay. All right. So some other things. You've been working in the judicial system for 22 years. Since 98?
Yes.
So let me ask you, what kind of made you want to go in that career?
Well, I got in the career by accident. I really didn't know what I wanted to do, and my mom knew the supervisor over at Hodak, and she was like, lady wants you to come and go interview. And I was like, what is it? And she was like, it's some kind of advocate or something. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but mama spoke. I know I'm grown, but I still went. And so, when I started the job, I ended up liking it. I assisted victims of crime in all the 3 court systems, juvenile, state, and superior court. And I like being able to help people. And so, I mean, it's really an interesting field. No day is ever the same.
Yeah. So I know we got you here as one of the jobs that you held as the legal assistant with the district attorney's office in the drug unit. Like you said, you began your career as a crime victim advocate, assisting victims in the juvenile, state, and superior court. And then in 2007, the chief assistant ADA was appointed as superior court judge, and she asked you to, I guess, help her or move with her. Yes. And that's when you became the superior court judge assistant.
Right.
Yeah. So for folks that don't know or understand what superior court clerk is, can you kind of just give us a rundown of what that entails?
Sure. In the clerk's office, there are 3 different divisions. You can get your passport from there. You can get a notary from there. We've got the real estate division where you can get copies of your deeds, liens. And then we also have the criminal side. Mm-hmm. The clerk's office is in charge of all felony criminal cases. So we're the record keeper basically for Superior Court. And on the civil side, we do divorces, custodies, adoption. We keep a copy of the DD 214s, Charles, on file. So if you ever can't find yours by a copy, we have those. We do legitimation. It's just a lot we do on the civil and domestic side. So that nutshell, that's basically it. And we are responsible for keeping accurate records for everything I just named.
Right. So does that also go into you guys helping people file this, those type of documents or different documents?
In a sense, we can't give them legal advice, and we can't give them step-by-step information. There is what we call a pro se library, and pro se means you're self-represented, and so it has all the forms.
Right.
And now we do an e-file system. So they also have 2 computers in that office where you can go and file for free. You just upload it, just pay your fee to file the case.
Okay.
Now, I think some people probably need to get education on that being legitimized.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
If let's say, Lord help me, you and I had a child together, and we were married, you basically have no rights to that child. And so now you have the right to pay child support, but you have no rights beyond that. So you don't have any visitation set or anything like that. So in order to get visitation set, or if you want custody or anything, you have to legitimate the child. And there is a court process to do that. Now, sometimes the mother of the child will consent, file the papers, and it's done. Sometimes they won't. So you end up in court, and the judges have to hear the case and decide whether or not they'll let you legitimate the child. Now, if you're married, then that's different. It's automatically considered your child.
Gotcha.
Okay. So if you are married, you do not have to go get the kid legitimized.
No.
Okay. I think I've heard different. I've heard different before, that if you have a child, you still have to go get the kid legitimized. But I'm glad you cleared that up for me.
Yeah, no, not if you're married.
Yeah.
When it's conceived.
Right.
So, Miss Angela, I got a question for you. So, with COVID going on, I'm pretty sure that this election and how you running campaigns have differed during this election year. How kind of go through that process? What does it look like during this COVID-19?
This is a very unusual election year. Previous election years, I'm sure y'all know, people go out, shake hands, they go to different functions, meet people, you speak to everybody. Well, can't do that this year. So we have limited amount of connection with the county. We have used Zoom more than I ever want to. Everything, I mean, we have Zoom, and I mean, it's helped because we can get, some interaction that way, but you can't reach the whole county like you need to. So, I mean, it's put a down. We can't even have functions. Now, we wanted to have a fundraiser event, but you can't. And can only the governor. I think it's 50 people limit.
Mhm.
So I mean, we couldn't have a fundraiser. So people are scared.
Yeah.
We're so far as to thinking about watch night for election night. We don't know how many people will come because we got to cut short distancing.
Right.
So when you said Zoom, you got that song stuck in my head. All I want to do is Zoom.
Sound like Teddy Riley, man.
Zoom.
So, but no, that's very interesting. So it's interesting on. So you said you've been utilizing Zoom, and then even a fundraiser. That's a big piece of the campaign. So how are you guys combating some of that stuff?
Well, we haven't been able to raise as much as we could have. So we have relied on social media a lot. We've sent out fundraising letters. And like I said, we've used social media. There's been a lot of phone calling that we have to do, or I have to do, to get funds in. So, like I said, we're doing the best we can. We've got 16 days left. So
that's probably the text message that Coach Tat been complaining about. Still getting them, Coach Tat?
Man, Trent, listen. They didn't start sending me messages now and saying, Kristen, are you registered to vote? I'm like, man, you got the wrong number. I'm telling you, if I'm telling you, me and a friend of mine, Coach Chad Wicks, every time he gets one, he send it to me. Every time I get one, I send it to him. And I'm talking about, I've had at least 5 or 6 last week that keep saying that I'm Christian. And I'm like, no, that's not me. You got the wrong number. And I got to keep telling these people that, man, next time I'm gonna send them back, I'm a registered felon. They might not send me that back no more. Now I told these folks.
Are you typing stop or in when they text you?
Nah, he ain't typing that.
You might, I ain't typing nothing. I just told them that ain't me.
They don't see that. You have to say stop. Next time, type stop or an in, and it'll take you off.
In all caps.
It don't matter.
Man, them folks need to stop texting me. I didn't told them, yeah, I'm going to vote, but they talking about, am I her? I'm like, no, it ain't her. We ain't. Listen, man. Huh?
What emojis you said?
Hey, man, hey, I'm gonna start sending them out next now. If they keep on, I told them they wasn't me now, and it's still the same people from the same campaign company. Like, just keep sending me stuff. Like, man, y'all stop, man. No, I'm not her, man. I'm a dude. Like, for real. But I mean, listen, man, my bad. Listen, Miss Angela, speak to the people about the importance of getting to the polls and voting and stuff like that. My bad, I ain't mean to go off on that, but they just make me mad now. Keep on texting me.
I'll be sure to text you when we get done. It is very, very important for everybody to get out and vote. I mean, we need every vote so that there are several Democrats running this term, and we haven't had one run in a long time. And so you often hear people say, your vote matters or your vote counts. And people are like, it's enough of them going. They don't mind. Well, we had a Democrat run in the primary. She lost by 11 votes. 11 votes. So if people would just get out and vote, it would make a change. It would make a difference.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Besides the obvious, why is it important to have representation in these offices?
Because you want somebody in office that looks like you. You want somebody that represents, where you came from. Right now, and how do I word this? We don't, basically. Right. And there have not been any African Americans in that office. I believe 2. My opponent has been in office. She has been the clerk for 42 years.
Wow.
Been in that office for 50.
So they don't have terms of
no term limit.
How old she is?
I think 63 or something like that.
And she been in, hold on now. You say she been in the office for 50 years?
She's been in that office, and she has been the actual clerk for 42.
Wow.
Well, she, ooh.
And that's
with
and
no.
I'm gonna ask you. Well, let me ask you. I'm gonna ask this question. And she's been reelected all of these times.
Yeah, because she hasn't had any opposition. No, I mean,
okay,
nobody's run against her.
Right, and is this a 4-year position or?
It's every 4 years.
Okay.
So have y'all had any debates or anything? Have y'all been doing any debates against each other?
Well, we've had two forums that have taken place so far. She declined both, so it's just been me on the forum, kind of giving my platform.
And the reason why she declined, who I should say who put on on the debate, these 2 debates?
The first one, Delta Sigma Theta. The second one was by Bishop B over at the Winter Church. And Bishop B does a forum every year for all candidates in Houston County. So this wasn't something that just started. He does it every year.
Right.
Robert Chamber has contacted us to do one. She did confirm that. So,
Wait, so the Chamber of Commerce, they scheduled one and she confirmed, but Delta Sigma Theta and who else you said?
Bishop B.
Bishop B did the same thing and she declined.
She declined.
Mm.
I the only thing I can take from it is she is avoiding the obvious topic that I want to discuss. She doesn't want to discuss it. And that topic is she told, and that's why one of my platforms is customer service. There is no customer service in the office whatsoever. She, and I've witnessed it myself, because people will say you didn't hear, but I have witnessed her cursing at customers, citizens of Houston County. And at the end of last year, she was having an argument with the black female that was in the office, and it continued going back and forth. And yeah, before I get to the other part, there's a protocol, or there should be one in place. You have a customer who is irate, there is a panic button right there at the counter. Sheriff's deputies are sitting at a desk right outside that door. So you call the deputies, they stay in, you give them what they want, and they will send them on their way. She chose to engage with this woman and continue. And the lady had asked, could she move her paperwork to another court because she wasn't being treated right? And the current clerk told her, I wish you would take your paperwork and go back to Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Mm.
And see that's wrong, man. And I mean that's wrong.
Now, I mean, because there is no situation, period, that could have happened that excuses or gives her the right to say that. There's no situation, period.
No. Go back to Ethiopia.
So, so if we was to, how could the public, are these forms? I guess the question I have: are the forms going to be streamed live, or is it going to be something that the public can listen in on and things like that?
And comment on.
And comment, yeah.
The other two were streamed live, and you could comment, but the chamber has decided they want to pre-record, and then they will air it on a separate date. So it will go through the WMAC, the chamber, and I think their Facebook pages. So it'll be kind of live. They'll run it as live that night, but we can't respond to questions because it's pre-recorded.
And are people able to attend?
No, it'll be on Zoom.
You think we can get on him?
You can try.
Yeah. Who is it? I don't even know who it is, to be honest with you. I've been in 42 years myself.
I mean, seriously, you could try her name. The current clerk is Carolyn Sullivan.
Carolyn Sullivan. I ain't never heard of her, but oh man, I mean, you can't be telling people to go back to Ethiopia. You can't do that.
Right.
But I guess when you've been in the place so long, and I mean you feel that you can do that, and you feel that you can hit that button, and the deputy's gonna come in and automatically say, "All right, she's wrong and you're right," even though you said what you said. So I guess she feel. I don't know if she feel that way or not, but I mean, I guess it could be a case.
To say that to somebody, she's too comfortable now.
Yeah.
And that has become her office.
Mm-hmm.
She nobody is supposed to run against her, and she's been angry about it the entire time. So when you get that, I don't know, relaxed and that mind right, I mean, it's just time.
Yeah, and when you said that, to get some people in that look like us, that's great to have. I wouldn't necessarily say look like us, same color, but not look like it, because you got some people that. But I know what you meant, though. I know what you meant, but it will be good to have. To have somebody that looks like us, man. That understands us, and you always need fresh blood in new offices. Uh, I think you're a great candidate for it. I'm pretty sure. You got me. You got my vote. Period. You know that anyway. But um,
You need somebody that can relate to everybody, not just one group of.
right.
So
You got to have somebody that's gonna do right by everybody.
do you have some initiatives that you want to do? And I don't know how much it is you can, what processes or programs you can add or take away, but do you have any initiatives that you want to talk about that
Well, like I said, customer service is my number one thing. Um, I want to get the employees some customer service training. I also want to do some cross training because there are situations where only one clerk, and those are the clerks under the actual Superior Court clerk, but they do specific jobs. If that clerk is off or out of the office, then people have to come back or call back. So I'm cross training because that should never. If somebody comes in the office, somebody should be able to help that customer
Mhm.
with whatever situation. Technology is way behind. Um, I'm I am a I don't know what you call it, a technology guru. So I like it, and there are lots of things that can be done to make the office more efficient. And the first one is as simple as having a website. There, there, there is a website, but it only lists, I don't know, the clerk's names, the different divisions, and that's about it. The forms for people who want to file stuff needs to be accessible. And right now, they're labeled pro se form. And I asked y'all that earlier. Do y'all know what pro se means?
No, I don't.
I don't.
Pro se, self-represented. So if y'all don't know, how do you expect everybody else to know that that's where they're supposed to click on to find the forms that they need to file their divorce, their custody, their whatever?
So what would you say that is again?
Pro se, PRO, first word, second word is SE.
All right, I'm gonna make sure I remember that.
So what you're saying is, so if I go to this wherever and look for these forms, it's not like spelled out for me specifically to say initiating forms, click here or whatever the case may be. It's
No,
under a different title, and then if I don't know that title, then I'm either calling the office or something along those lines, which is delaying whatever process I'm trying to get done.
correct, correct. Um, the other thing is simple as social media. During COVID, when it was really bad, the clerk had an employee who tested positive.
Hmm.
Well, she allowed the employee to stay there until her test results came back. Well, she had symptoms, so she should have been at home.
Yeah.
So the Superior Court judge ended up closing the office for 10 days, and she let people know, but she did it from her own Facebook page. Well, everybody's not friends with her. So she should have a dedicated Facebook page for the office, but it wasn't until I posted something on Facebook about her lack and how she handled the situation. Then she sent out a press release to the media. Should have already done it.
Right.
And so it's just different things. I also want to implement a junior deputy clerk program, and it will be for high school students who possibly want to go in the government field or who might be thinking about it. They're interested. They want to see, and it will allow them to see the process through the office, the DA's office, um, public defender. They can attend court and so forth. So I'm really excited about being able to implement that.
Yeah, it sounds like you wanna modernize the office. You want
Correct.
to bring it to current date, and take advantage of all the tools that we have, um, to let people know and to put people aware.
That's correct. I mean, you got to keep in mind that's the only courthouse in the county where you can take care of that stuff. So there are people who don't have access to a ride. There is no bus system.
Right.
So if it's on the website, they can do it from home.
And this is the courthouse, and where is it located?
In Perry, on
In
Perry.
Okay, so that's what I thought. Yeah. So this is not even so when you talking about Warner Robins per se, and people living here in this area, that's still a good ride just to get out there, to maybe not have all the required paperwork or something that's needed and get turned around and have to come back to.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Well, and I mean, they got. I mean, it's everything. Everything's down there at the court, birth certificates and all that stuff, right?
Right. That's probate court. But yep. That's probate court is also where you get your carry license.
Hmm.
Hmm. So I guess people ain't accepting change, huh?
No. No.
Well, I'm glad you're speaking about bringing the junior deputy clerk, because I mean that gives kids a different outlook of becoming into the judicial system, versus than going to jail.
Exactly.
I, I think that's a great program. And I'm speaking into positions when you get in, that you can implement. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I'm hoping, not I'm hoping, when I win at
Mhm.
this point, I'll get that started. Erica Williams is running for DA. And so what we also want to do is have like some, well, it wouldn't be called a health fair, but seminars or a fair somewhere set up different places, is we want to talk to people about record restrictions. You got something on your record. It used to be called expungement.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know what they can't get taken their record. And so she wins as DA. I've been a clerk. That's one of the biggest things that we want to do so that people are informed
Mhm.
and get stuff removed from their record.
I think the times have given way or opened up the opportunity for more younger people, to be kind of knowing what's going on in government, right? From watching TV to the elections to everything that you hear, and social media is playing such a big part in all of that, that people do want more information. So I think this just the point, like you said, and kind of like what Coach Tack kind of chimed in on, giving that opportunity to younger folks that want to get into that realm and get in there, because now they're interested. They
Right.
want to know the ins and outs. How does it work? What is it? What do these things mean? So I think that's a great initiative that you have planned.
And I mean, say you were a child, you're sitting in court trying to learn the process, and
Mhm.
somebody get 20 years to serve 15.
Yeah.
That'll make you think like, okay.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Understand it, and then propelling them to do other things. But starting with a baseline. Everybody has to start with a baseline.
That's right.
I mean, I really think that's something that they should have been had done. At least working with the youth to try to stray them away from that wrong road or that wrong crowd, and like you say, seeing the Joker get 20 years and do 15, and they looking at now. I don't want that to be me.
Right.
I want to do something else. I want to make sure I don't go down that road.
Exactly.
I mean that's something that should have been implemented and probably would have helped. Not all, and I'm always the one that say that you can't help everybody. Everybody ain't gonna listen and do the same thing. But if you can save one or two, then I mean you're on the right path. Maybe that one or two will drag along one or two more of their friends, and so on and so on.
Right.
So yeah, I mean that needs to be done, man. And when, like I say, when you get in, anything that we can do to help push that process, if they need to come on here, you need to come on here and talk about some things that you're trying to get done. Miss Williams that's running for DA. I mean, feel free.
Yeah. So you mentioned Miss Williams. It sounds like you and Miss Williams kind of aligned some efforts or talking and aligning efforts to kind of move in a direction when you guys supposed to get elected. Do you have any endorsers as well that's kind of saying, hey, we support what you're doing?
I do have some. I guess one of the organizations, Democracy for America, they endorsed me, but I have lots of support here, and it's Republican and support. A lot of them see the importance of change needing to be done in that office. So
that's awesome.
Keep forward.
Yeah. Ma'am, let me ask you this, because I just seen this the other day. I was watching TV and I think a campaign.
Did you say ma'am again?
I said ma'am. You don't like ma'am? I meant Miss Angie. my fault. My fault. But hey, so Miss Angie, let me ask you this. So on the actual ballot, where are you located, I guess, on the ballot? Do you know? Because I seen something like it goes in alphabetical order and all these different things. So it's kind of like people and what I seen was somebody was running for a position and they're saying, hey, make sure you realize like I'm on the ballot, but because of my last name or whatever the case may be, I'm lower down on the ballot than everybody else.
That's probably the commercial for Raphael Warnock. And
yeah.
I think maybe it was, yeah.
He has a W, and there are so many running for Senate position.
Okay.
All the way at the bottom. I believe we are on the second page of the ballot, but I don't know how it is on the system. I don't know if they only have one page or if there's several. Okay. But I actual paper ballot, we're on the second page, and it's just the two of us.
Yeah. Okay. I know. Sometimes, it can get frustrating, right? So everybody looks at the presidency, and then after that, they're like, "Well, I don't." Whatever the case may be. So I don't want people to get frustrated or just start checking boxes just to check boxes. That's why I also wanted to make sure people know where you're at to make sure they're looking and seeing exactly who they're selecting.
I thought she got froze.
I did for a minute.
Oh, no, Miss Angela, and I'm saying Miss Angela. But Angela, for the people that's viewing, let them know, that's here in the county. Let them know why they should vote for Miss Angela Anderson.
Well, they should vote for me because I am ready to lead. I have 22 years experience in the Houston County court system. I know that I can make some changes to that office that need to be done immediately. I believe that my opponent has gotten comfortable, and that's about it. I mean, I'm ready to lead, and I know I can do the job.
So, so how if someone wanted to volunteer or donate, how can they go about doing that?
They can go to my website, which is www.angelaanderson4clerk.com. And that's FOR, the number.
Gotcha.
And that's a .org or .com or
.com.
.com. Okay. And then from there, they can kind of identify, like kind of what Charles was saying, if they wanted to volunteer to assist doing some things, or well, look at that.
What?
That's it right there. That's it right there.
Charles gonna ask you a question, but he already got the answer.
But there is a section where you can you can sign up to volunteer.
Right.
You can donate also from the website.
Good.
Yep. They can also find me on Facebook at Angela Anderson for Clerk.
Right. As far as the donation piece, why is it important that you have donors for this movement?
Well, it's important because campaigns are expensive, and until you actually run for a campaign, you have no idea. And the things about it, they know everybody has to. When you're running, they know that the things that you need, you have to pay for. So everything is higher than it would normally be. So you've got signs, you've got, if you want to do commercials, billboards, campaign managers you need to pay for, volunteers, flyers. I mean, there is so much that needs to be paid for. And so that's why, we consistently ask for donations so that we are allowed to be able to do the things that get the name out more within the county, especially this year since we can't personally go and meet everybody.
Yeah, I think that's also another point on that is that you have to be dedicated and locked in and wanting to serve in this capacity to go through all of that, just from a financial aspect, because I'm sure you have to make whatever sacrifices you need to make and all of those type of things. So it's also telling that that's something that you actually want to do and that you're passionate about, because you do have to go through all of that.
Right. I mean, that's why I'm pushing so hard. I was telling Pat earlier, I've had, oh no, that might have been Charles. I've had signs damaged. They're being stolen, thrown away, or wherever they're going. I've had text messages. I've had phone calls, and all it's doing is just pushing me even harder.
Right.
It's pushing me. This is something I know I want. I know that I can. So I just need the citizens to get out.
How you say you had phone? What they call it? Breathing in the phone or something? No, I'm saying. I mean, what are they doing when they call?
I'm sorry. It's not.
I didn't answer the phone because the text messages that I had gotten the night before, it was the same number, so I didn't answer.
So they sending you dirt. They sending you like dirty, not dirty, not that,
Right.
but just
To
crazy texts and stuff.
Basically, they were just, I guess, picking texts, saying that I wasn't gonna win. I'm stupid for running, that sort of thing.
So it was more to discourage you than anything else.
Right.
And I'm complaining about them sending me stuff. My bad. I'm sorry. And they send and they are stupid that low to send text like that.
It's been different.
Golly,
So
man.
has this been? So I would say it's been eye opening for you as well, then, huh? To kind of get this look at politics from this side.
It is. I I hear about all this the fighting and the stealing and the this and the that.
Yeah.
Idea it was the local level as well, and it's frustrating. Um, I mean, I have my moments where I'm like, I just don't know, and then I have to shake it off, get myself together, and just push it. Racism is alive and well in Houston County.
All right, listen. Listen. Now this is what I want you to do. And if you want me to come with you, I will. We gonna go to Walmart. And we have our Angela Anderson t-shirts on. And you grab that microphone and you let them know if anybody want to hit, meet me on aisle 6. We'll sell it right there. All the text message, phone call. You can't be doing that, man. Did they call you late at night?
Yes, it was.
It was late.
Why y'all got him on the show?
I'm sorry, but they call you late at night like that for real?
Yes.
Golly.
Well, here's the thing I would say about that, right? You're making somebody uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right? You're making somebody uncomfortable because if they weren't concerned or worried or whatever the case may be, then this stuff wouldn't even be going on.
Exactly.
So I salute you. Nothing but the best, but you're making somebody uncomfortable. You're putting pressure on somebody that ain't ready for it.
Yep. My friend Tanika, that's what she tries to make me remember every day, to just hang in there because they're scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they going to desperate measures, man. Calling people that time of night. Oh, man, that's crazy.
That's
I don't understand me. Just answer the phone. See what they gonna say.
Say what?
Just answer the phone. See what they gonna say. Maybe you recognize the voice.
Well, I didn't have to do that. I took other measures. Well, let's just say the phone call stopped.
Oh, you seeing them goons over there? Okay. Nah.
It was law enforcement.
It was law enforcement.
Yeah.
Okay, you see no boys over there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's against the law. You can't be harassing people like that.
Mm-mm. It's against the law to tamper with signs too.
But they ain't find them yet.
No.
They can't get that big billboard though. I seen the other day when I rode by there.
You saw it.
Yeah, you know it. They couldn't get that.
No.
Where you got a billboard at?
I have one on Watson right here by AutoZone and Home Depot. I have Houston Lake, Leverett Road, and I have one at Russell Parkway, Quarter Road, and also on Watson at the far end by the base.
Oh, good deal.
Okay.
Man.
All right, I got a
quick out here.
Hey,
nations have done that's why it helps, because I've been able to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Charles, before you say anything, Angela, I'm gonna tell you this. When you saying that they phone calls and all this stuff, I thought having the AAU basketball team was bad. But I mean, you going through a whole different measure of stuff, man. I thought what we deal with is bad. But goodness, I couldn't imagine that, having phone calls late at night and stuff like that. Man, that's tough. As some kids say, that's tough.
Why you keep harping on the phone calls? You want somebody to call you late?
Oh, no. I'm just saying that like you grown people. Like, why would you? I mean, send a text message and call somebody late at night. I mean, that ain't gonna stop you from running.
Exactly.
They're trying to intimidate.
I mean, so how you gonna intimidate somebody? Hey, you better start running.
That's that old mafia.
Harass you enough.
Yeah. You say, I don't want to deal with it no more. You know
what?
I'm done. I don't want to deal with it.
But that's the thing though. when if you dealing with somebody weak minded, then yeah, I mean yeah, that'll happen. But they ain't dealing with nobody weak minded.
Right.
And once again, Miller told me before I got started, she was like, "This ain't for the weak."
Right.
And I didn't know what she meant until halfway in. I was like, "Ooh-wee."
Hey man. Woo. Go
Just
ahead.
shows why more needs to be changed. That's all.
There you go.
You might have to start running with a new number.
Right.
So real quick, Charles. So let me ask you this, Miss Angela. Why isn't it terms or you know, you can do 2 terms, 3 terms, and then to get fresh blood in there? Is that consistent across the country for that position, or is that
Yeah,
a local thing?
for that position, they just don't have term limits set. And for a lot of elected positions, there aren't term limits. I mean, I know the presidents do, but for a lot of them, they don't.
Yeah.
All right. Where can we go, I guess, to understand like the local government and local positions and what that all entails?
You said, where can you go?
Yes. Is that something where we can go on maybe a website that we can share, you know, with our viewers or whatever the case would be, to understand why it's important to get out and vote and not just take it for granted?
Just hold on once, Charles. Looking it up, but go ahead, Angela. I'm sorry.
No.
The only place I know, I mean, I guess knowing each individual candidate that's running,
Mm-hmm.
you would Google them, but I myself, I don't know a particular website. Now you can go to vote.org
Mm.
that will talk to you about voting and the importance and what you do and where you go. I know for Hamilton County, the early voting has started,
Right.
and October 19th through the 30th, we will have the Old Perry Courthouse where you can vote, the Houston Health Pavilion here in Warner Robins, and Central Georgia Tech from
Okay.
5. And then this Saturday, October 24th, you can vote at Central Georgia Tech and Health Pavilion from 9 to 4.
So got a quick question, Angela. You know, I think it's important for everyone to vote, and everyone should know what their options are when they are out there voting. But we do have individuals with disabilities, right? Whether they may be blind, they may not be able to get out. So, what are some of the options for those individuals with disabilities that may have a little bit more challenging time voting?
Well, the easiest option is absentee ballot. If some, a family member or caretaker can send out their application so that the elections can send them an absentee ballot, that's the easiest way to do it. Their family member or caretaker can help them at home. And the same thing with some of the elderly citizens at absentee ballot. But the most important thing, anybody can ask for or apply for the absentee ballot. And that's what we've been trying to also promote, is because some of our voters who don't want to go out because of the long lines, or don't just not interested in having to go in a line, period. Get the absentee ballot, fill it out from home. You can mail it back, but you can also, without mailing, drop it off. There's a drop-off box at the old courthouse in Perry, and there's also one in the county annex building here in Carl Vinson. You just go over where you go in and pay your tag, and there's a drop box to drop your absentee ballot.
Have you heard kind of any feedback on like the lines and how long it's taking people to vote?
Well, the first few days, it was rough. They had anywhere from 3 to 4 hour waits. I mean, I heard of some people say they had a 6 hour wait, but people stayed in the line. And what we've been telling people, don't leave. Take a chair, take some snacks. We need those votes. Let's see, they started voting in Houston County on Tuesday. I think after Wednesday, I was told that we had 4,900 white voters and we had 4,300 non-white voters that had already voted.
Hmm.
So that's good.
Yeah, it's real good.
People are getting out there.
Yeah.
That's I guess. I mean, a lot of people want to see change as well now.
Exactly. And it's good because you can't complain if you won't go vote.
Right.
If you don't vote, don't complain.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think that's a big part. And don't get caught up in all the tricks, political tricks that's going on right now as well.
Exactly. But education is the biggest thing, and just talking to people about getting out to exercise their right. I had somebody in the grocery store come up and they noticed me, and she was like, "Hey, you're running for that position," and I was like, "Yeah, that's me." She was like, "Did you win?" So you
Damn.
vote.
So what'd you say? Not yet, but I need you to go vote.
We haven't had the election yet, so I need you to vote.
Right.
Golly. Yeah, it got to get out and vote, man. You got to do that. And we talked. I talked to some of my older kids about voting, and actually 3 of them, I want to say, has registered to vote. The other ones just their birthday ain't came. They ain't old enough yet. Still 17, but the other 3 they actually registered to vote and planning on exercising their right to vote. And I did talk to them about voting locally as well, as we got some people on the ballot as well that we need in to make a change. So
You actually registered one of your basketball players, Rashawn Thomas. We got him registered. If they will be 18, well, it's too late now because the last day to register was October 5th. But just remember the next election. If they will be 18 before the election, they can register to vote.
okay, so they're 18 before the election day. Gotcha.
So Ms. Angela, do you have any events coming up? I know you mentioned it's hard because of all the COVIDs and all these type of things, but do you have anything as far as campaigning, street team? I don't even know if that's the right name or not for it, but
Street team.
I know there is a rally this Saturday. It's starting at Freedom Church on North Houston Road.
Okay.
And it will end at I believe the Health Pavilion. And it's basically a rally. Just rally to get people out to vote. They'll have something back at the parking lot over at Freedom Church where they'll have music and so forth out there and just educating people on about voting.
They walking?
Yes, we're walking.
Now I'll take a sign to the end destination. That I stand there, hold a sign. I ain't with all that walking. Now I done got a little old knees bad.
Hold on, but you said, but it's all on North House. I mean, on Houston Lake. I mean, Houston Lake Road.
North Houston Road.
North Houston Road.
Yeah.
So that's over there by like the skating rink.
Yeah.
Okay, and they go into the pavilion on Watson.
No, to the pavilion right there on North Houston. It's at Watson and North Houston.
Like the corner right there.
Yeah.
Okay. And when is that?
That's this Saturday, starting at 11.
Okay.
Yeah,
you can make that. That ain't that far.
Yeah. Listen, man, these knees are so bad, man. These knees ain't got old. And I need to wait. I need to walk anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna meet y'all down there. I need to walk anyway. I got to get off some of this weight. I got to get back. I got to get back down to my graduation weight.
I don't know where this conversation is going,
Yes,
but
man. I think I'm gonna meet y'all down. What time y'all meeting?
11.
At 11. I'm gonna meet y'all down there too. Have a t-shirt too.
I've been holding your t-shirt since December.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Make sure I have a t-shirt. I'll be there down at the walk, and we'll make sure it's right.
Got a little quiet on me.
Yeah, I ain't been able to get it. I'm sorry, I ain't been able to get my t-shirt, but I'm getting a t-shirt, and I'm
several times.
You right, but I'm gonna get a t-shirt and be ready to walk and get it done Saturday morning.
It's supposed to storm this week, so if I were you, I'd watch out. You know, lightning hit quick.
Man, I'm for real. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm dead serious now. You said y'all meeting 11 o'clock Saturday morning. I'll be there. I promise I'll be there.
at the church.
At the church.
That's what.
What church?
That's what they.
What church?
That's where they meeting at.
Wait, what church you said?
Freedom Church.
Freedom Church?
Yes.
All right, I'll be there. Freedom Church. I'll be there. Be ready to walk. Man, have my shoes, walking shoes on. Be ready to walk. For real, Kenny. Y'all coming, Kenny?
Saturday.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm having a t-shirt. I'll be there.
Oh, okay.
What other events you got?
Right now, that's it.
Big one. Okay.
Yeah, we're winding down. Like I said, we got 16 days left. You know, we'll be out holding signs at some of the early voting days, and that's about it. We got this rally on Saturday. I'm trying to think. I think that's about it. We got the Zoom, which nobody else will hear, but we got that coming up on Wednesday, and that's it. Just getting ready for the big day.
So what are some of the things you need the people out here to stick in their head with? I know you hit on some points already, but if you could just kind of recap what some of your top priorities are once you win, because we claiming that already. Once you win and you get in office, just kind of recap some of your top priorities for us.
Well, that would be customer service training for the employees, little cross training, technology, and I would like to also make the office more accessible for attorneys. I know there are a lot of attorneys that have issues with the office, so I want to meet with them. I want to find out what their issues are, any suggestions we, come to see if we could fix that. And I'd also like to hear from the staff, find out if the staff has an issue or if there's an opinion they have on the way something else could be done differently. I'd like their input as well.
It sounds like you ultimately just want to bring everybody together to make that office the best it can be, to serve the public.
The best. My goal is the best in the state of Georgia. Houston County says it is the most progressive county in the state of Georgia, and what I say is, why not have a clerk's office is in line with that progressive.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's about it. And what I want people to know, this is not a Democrat or Republican office. Although we had to register as a party, this is a partisan office.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about Democrat or Republican. It's about serving all the citizens of Houston County. You don't This is not a job where you just decide, I'm only going to help Republican people. I'm not helping Democrats, or vice versa.
Right.
It's everybody. If Democrat, Republican, rich or poor, you treat everybody with the same dignity and respect that you would want to be treated with.
Right. Yeah.
That's a good message.
Strong message.
Vote, vote, vote.
Yep. Get out and vote, people. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Voice need to be heard.
Absolutely.
I think this is a very important election across the board for people to get out and vote. So to know somebody, personally that's in it, that wants to help make change, I think that's tremendous. Like I said, of you, just from the financial aspect, dealing with all the BS you've had to deal with as far as, people trying to intimidate you or discourage you from moving forward or all of these things, and to see that you're still here smiling, and still in the fight and ready to go. I think that that speaks volumes as you as a person. So big salute to you. And definitely we got to get out here and vote.
Yep. But if you keep getting those text messages, make sure you forward them to Tat.
No.
Forward them to Tat.
No. I'm sick of these people texting me already, man, about registering to vote and this, that, and the other. Am I registered to vote? I'm sick of those messages.
Yeah.
I told you what to put. Just type in stop and end. One of them will stop it. Just type both.
But when they send it to, it's different people.
I know, but still type stop and just type end, because some of them are different. Some of them stop will stop it. Some of them end will stop it. So just type both.
All right. I'm gonna hit it now.
And no other words, right? Just stop and end.
Yeah, that's all.
No words.
Stop.
Before or after.
Stop and end. That's it.
That's it. Don't say I'm not Kirsten or Kristen, or just stop and end.
Stop and end. All right. That ought to kill it. We ain't got the 16 more days anyway. So
I think you just want phone calls.
no, I don't either. I'm about to get this phone turned off. Man, please. Them folk, man, I don't like them. They call you early in the morning. They be texting you early in the morning. Like, dude, I'm at work, man. Like, chill with that. You won't know if a Joker registered to vote at 7:30.
Hey, so before we get out of here, though, we got to go back to this Northside Warner Robins thing, and why. We'll give you a couple minutes to kind of explain to us why you feel Northside is the best high school in Warner Robins.
Look at the record. Our record speaks for itself. Now,
Well, which record are we talking about?
What? Yeah. What?
Yes, we are having a little trouble this year, but that's coaching issues. That we're talking about the past. We're not going to talk about right now.
You don't want to talk about the past. You know better than that.
What sport are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
we're talking about football. Now, okay, now I'll give Warner Robins. I'll give you that. We give y'all a run for your money, but I know I'll give y'all basketball.
Listen, I like Matt. Matt's my buddy, and you're totally right. You're totally right. Matt's my buddy, so I ain't gonna say anything against that because I like Matt, and I know Trey is probably looking too as well, and I know Corey Jordan's dad, so I'm real good people with them. So you're absolutely right.
See, and I give Warner Robins. I give your football coach, prop. He's doing his thing.
I'm gonna tell you about Coach Westbrook. Coach Westbrook is a great man. He's a great man for those kids. And like you say, he is doing a great job. And I think Alligood's gonna do a good job. As years to come over there at Northside. He's having to change some things, and they're going through a little transition right now. But as far as as years to come, I think he's gonna turn it around. I really do. He's a good guy. He got some good guys around him, and I think they're gonna be able to turn it around.
He's a good guy from what I hear.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Coach Alligood's a good guy, man, and you know he does a lot for those kids over there, and not to say that Coach Kinsler didn't, but I mean he's doing a lot of things for those kids over there, and I think they're gonna turn it around. They got some good kids coming up from the middle school, so
hopefully next year it'll be better.
Yeah, it should be. It should be a lot better.
We did beat Peach County though.
Yeah, you did. You did beat Peach County. You did beat Peach. And I think I seen some early days, so that was one of the upsets of the year in the state. They wrote on one of them high school websites. So I mean, that's a bright spot right there. You know, I really don't cheer for them a whole lot. I'm not saying not in general, but I'm just saying when they playing us, I normally don't. You know, I don't cheer for them at all. But I mean, I know a lot of the kids over there, and I like the kids. But I mean, it's just that one time. It's just that one time a year that I do not, absolutely not cheer for them. I mean, you're the same way. You know that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just the way it is, and I mean that's just the way it is here in Warner Robins, man. I mean, it's two sides of the street. Either you stay on the right side, which is the south side, or you stay on the wrong side, which is the other side of Washington. Nah, man, I was just joking. But like I say, man, we
y'all won't come on the north side.
You right. We just ride by there to get 247. Nah, man. I mean, I like all those kids, man. It's some great kids over there, man, and you get to see a lot of those kids during the summer. And actually coach a lot of those kids during the summer, man. Those, like I say, it's great kids throughout the whole county that we get to see, man, and we do, you know, we love all those kids, man. But it's just that one time a year for each school that we just don't get along. But other than that, though, we love all of them.
You're right.
Yeah. So y'all got that settled?
Yeah, it's settled now.
All right.
Yeah, until it gets back on Facebook.
Oh yeah, Falcon now listen.
The next game, huh?
Yeah, see, she got the upper hand today with old Falcon won and my football team lost, but it'll be all right. That's all right. You're gonna get the next one. Falcons ain't gonna keep winning now.
I'll take the win, regardless if the other side was 1-4 at the present time.
All three of us 1-5 now. The Falcons, Minnesota, and I mean all three of us 1-5. I'm just give up, man. Basketball season, you ready to start?
So are they having one?
For right now, that's what they said. You know, we're on schedule to have one start on the 26th, which is next Monday. Start with tryouts and get the tryouts over with. I think 3 days, and then we start preparing for the pick teams and start preparing for the season.
So what are they gonna do about social distancing?
I want to say that the state said that. Well, I think the county says we have 25% of the whatever the gym holds. We can have 25% of that of the fans in the gym, and they're gonna come up with some social distancing stuff within the gym. I mean, they got a bunch of protocols that they're implementing, you know, with everything that's going on.
Oh, okay.
So they doing. I tell you this. They are doing. The county's doing a great job of implementing things. You know, for these up and coming sports, which is basketball. They've been proactive with getting things done and the spray down the equipment, the chairs, and the stuff like that, and with the percentages of the fans, and you know the mandatory mask and stuff like that. So they've been proactive about stuff like that, and getting that stuff done.
System. So The Houston County is one of the best school systems around, so I wouldn't expect anything different.
Yeah, they do a good job. They do a great job and try to protect and you know for the most part these kids and these teachers and all this stuff, man. So it's been going well so far.
So, Miss Angie, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. But again, can you give out kind of your social media, how people can reach out to you? I know we have your government voting or candidate email, but as far as if people want to reach you directly and ask you more questions and follow up on some stuff, can they reach you directly?
They can they can reach me by email.
Okay.
My website. Charles, you got it typed up again?
Yes, ma'am.
But if they have a question, I'm open. They can call my cell phone. It's 478-542-1361. Don't text and don't call me playing.
Bro,
what's your preferred times of getting these phone calls?
As long as they're not harassment, it doesn't matter. If they got a question, I'm here to answer it.
There you go.
That's good.
Good.
Good stuff.
But be respectful.
Yes. Keep it clean, folks. Keep it clean.
Be respectful.
She will send them people over there. They already stop calling one time. Keep playing,
So, Coach Tap, before we get out of here, you got anything else?
No, man, just Miss Angela, like I say, man, we appreciate you coming on and giving your insight on the candidacy race and all that stuff, man. Like I say, we appreciate you coming on, and you use this platform anytime from us three. If you want to come on, just let us know, and more than happy, more than welcome to come on.
Now, when I come back, please stop saying miss.
That's we're just being respectful.
We all probably the same age.
But we still all trying to be respectful.
But you're a public figure.
Right.
I know, but that's one thing about I'm a public figure, but I'm still down to earth.
You here for the people. We got you.
That's right.
Next time you come over and say, hey, shawty,
no. Hey, look, we don't want to call you A-Dub.
Yeah, right.
I like that. I like that. Now I gotta get me a shirt that says A-Dub.
A-Dub. A-Dub.
You just started, Kenny. A-Dub. But yeah, appreciate it. And like you say, you got, I know you got our vote, man, and people get out there and vote, man. Vote. Things are starting to change, tide is starting to turn. But we got to help the cause, though.
Definitely. Right. Coach Charles, what you got?
Angela, it was great speaking with you. So you definitely dropped some nuggets and some gems to the public on what the roles are and actually how to get out and vote and the importance of voting. So I think that's something that we need to do more of, especially in our local government, and getting that message out there is needed. So people, please get out and vote. Get out and vote. So.
Yeah. And just kind of piggyback on both of them, we definitely appreciate you being on the show, sharing your platform. We're rooting for you. We're going to get out and vote. We're going to do all the things that we need to do to make change. Kind of to piggyback on something you said earlier as well. If you don't vote, you can't complain after the fact.
That's right.
So it's extremely important for you to get out there and vote. Be part of the change. Don't rely on somebody else to vote. Don't rely on I didn't think it was going to go that way, or my vote doesn't count. Every vote counts.
That's right.
So regardless of whoever you're voting for, get out there and vote. Be part of the process. Understand the process. Educate yourself on the candidates, and just go from there. So that's all I got. Again, viewers, if you need more information, on Miss Angela, then you know how to reach her. When she come back, she'll be A-Dub. But for now, she's going to be Miss Angela on this show. But you know how to reach her. If you can't get in touch with her for whatever reason, you can reach out to our platform and we'll get the information over to her, or questions or messages, or whatever the case may be. As she stated, she's going to be holding a march on Saturday, this coming Saturday, on Houston Road, starting where and ending where?
Freedom Church on North Houston, and it ends at the Health Pavilion.
Okay. And that's starting at 11, right?
Yep.
So get out there and march with Coach Tat. He'll be out there with his shoes on, his walking shoes, as he said. But again, we appreciate all the viewers. We appreciate our sponsors, KPB Design, 619 Training, Hype South Media, and Hype South Skills Lab. We are going next Sunday. So we'll have a show next Sunday. So stay tuned to our social media platforms to see who's going to be on the show and what we're going to be bringing to you. Other than that, Miss Angela, again, we appreciate you. Round of applause to you. I'm going to keep saying Miss Angela if you continue to take that look off your face.
I appreciate y'all having me on. I've enjoyed y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Okay, we can hear you.
Okay. All right, but I wanted to thank y'all for having me on. I have really enjoyed myself. If y'all want to have me back, I would love to come back. Maybe sometime we could do something right before November 3rd. Remind people to get out and vote. But I thank y'all, and A-Dub out.
Yes. You didn't pick up one vote.
Shout out to our number one viewer, Bruce Thompson.
Yeah. You didn't pick up one right there.
Hey, he called you Miss Angela too. Hey, but definitely, man, we appreciate it. So until next time, man, until next Sunday, we out of here. Peace.